Alright, welcome back. We're finally here. We're finally here at the best case I've ever played in my entire life of the Ace Attorney trilogy series. Best case. We stopped a long time ago. We did a recording with a bunch of other friends. We kind of like had missed schedules and we never had the chance to really continue on. And there are some people who are clearly not into it. Not to bag on them. But we're finally back here. And I have my best friend here who I want her to enjoy this story. It's the final case.
Are you gonna share with me or?
Oh yeah, I need to share with you, don't I? I am so excited for this. You don't know how excited I am. I fucking love this final case, but it's long. It's almost as long as the entire game, and it's a shame for anyone who stops here. It's the best. It's the best case. Let's just get right into it. Look, Diggy, a city. Sex in the city. A rainy, cloudy, stormy night. Thunder. A knife. Oh, a person. Oh, wait. 2 people. In 2 different buildings. What does this mean, Diggy? Oh, a shattered knife. A porcupine, a knife, and her. Oh, I forgot her name. What do you mean spam, Sonny? It's been 2 months. 2 months, guys, since Maya has left the office. 2 months without a single trial. How am I gonna pay the bills? Insert laughing track. I've had offers, but none I took. This is until that day that girl shows up. 2 months, he didn't take any offers? February 2nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I wanted to work. There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? Look, it doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous detective attorney, Mia Fey. You're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Maya Fey is no longer works here. Thanks for bringing up my past trauma. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm a defense attorney. Right. Oh, wait. You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't take any cases right now. I'm kind of depressed, and, you know, bills are stacking up and stuff. But you're the Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases, alright? Just, look, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to try somewhere else. Please, I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. He thought of Maya. Mia's dead. Wow, her boobs are really huge. They're like perfectly it's like she's wearing a sports bra.
It's bigger than her head.
I know, it's big as her head.
Compressed. It's like she's wearing like a
bombshell, right? That's what they call it. All right.
Rest in peace.
Maya, could it be? Are you Maya? She's literally my second favorite character in the entire series. She's my second favorite character, and then my favorite is Trucy. Okay, I'll heal you out. You make me think of Maya, my old assistants. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Alright, Emma. Was it? So you're a scientific investigator. Sunny, I'm glad that you're here, Sunny, because you were actually a part of this when we recorded back then. And then it died out, and then people couldn't make it. So I'm really happy you're here, Sunny, because this is the case we left off on. So you're a scientific investigator. Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe you're just young? Young? Oh, I'll be 16 old next year. Oh, I see. Wait, you're only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position? Well, legally speaking, I guess you can call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Oh, man, wish I was 11 and fucking had a genius in fucking forensic science, and I had my job and career and my passion lined up perfectly. Shit, dude.
But I also she's like in a trial case right now, and I feel like maybe
Great.
not the best life to glamorize at the moment.
Yeah, great. Another future professional in training. So, what's this case about? You set the trials tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. Well, if you saw the opening credits... I don't know, Emma. So it's a murder case. I don't care if it's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. Look, I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her, please. You just have to talk to her. Hey, Kevin. Right, I suppose I will. Look, I promise I'll bring her Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal. I'll bet it's a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically, don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault her for her lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name would be clear. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. This is when they introduce fingerprints, by the way. And I think this is also when they introduce 3D models. My sister asked for Mia specifically. Well, technically this is a remake, so the second game was already out and they already investigated and they put into this case. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school, so they went to the same school. She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney, and, well, I need one. And incidentally, Mia's a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. It must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kinda hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry.
Or bring up more of her depressing past?
Alright. You ever just want to eat some ham? I was gonna say suck on some ham, but I thought... I'm hungry. Anyways, detention center, February 30th room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this here? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Oh, she's so fucking cool. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I don't want to come here either, okay? It's your trials tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? God, your name's a pun. Hey, how'd you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a lot about it. Or, wait, did I say that right? I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name's Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor of this district. You're a prosecutor? Oh, she's pretty fucking cool. 2 sisters, 1 lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like Mia, Mama Mia. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Oh, right, let's just, court records, 29! It's older than me. So, the case. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect it's me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright. Well, why don't you begin telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21 at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific, sorry. I always say that word wrong. I was in the witness room position. The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was quite a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? Hey, Jimmy. Hey, thanks for the raid. How was the gungeon? I was lurking you, my boy. Yeet. Thank you. I appreciate the raid. Hello, Master Chief. We're currently recording and live streaming this Ace Attorney to be going on YouTube. Gungeon was rough. Good to hear. It's good to hear. Well, that means a good gaming. That means it was a good gaming day. My bad. If I don't read chat very often, do excuse me. I am focusing on reading. That was quite a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecution's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecution office? Huh. In your subordinate's car trunk? Ooh, classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it was. Well, that's just great, isn't it? It's just great. So, who's the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Yes, death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? This is the very first Phoenix Wright. So, I know all of the... I played every single Phoenix Wright, but the reason why I'm playing this is because, one, YouTube, and two, my best friend has never seen this case. She's never seen anything past this case. So, I really want her to experience it, because it's my favorite game. And for anyone else who's chills here with me, Kevin, Sunny, I really want these people to experience it. It's my favorite game. And this is also my favorite case. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Hey, thanks for the follow, Master Chief. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? It was a gumshoe? Oh, don't tell me it was gumshoe. Wait, Mr. Wright, what does that mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. Oh, God, this case is getting worse and worse with everything I learned. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by the prosecutors in this district. I make sure that the prosecutors have what they need to do their job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you've recognized the district chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible that you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him. That's it. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she's in a class ahead of Maya, wasn't she? So you were in school with Mia, correct? Sorry, Mia, yeah, not Maya. A few years above her? Emma told you that too, huh? Did she? Well, why not? I did drag them all the way here to the office. Although it has seemed very little commonplace with Mia. Hey! I was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was... Why do I do these? I can't read.
Auditing?
Auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. Even her boobs were bigger than a D. Do you think boobs bigger than D's exist? Like, what's after? Is it double D's? Is there an E? Is there an E cup? There's H cups?
Yeah,
that's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They get huge.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, Lana's got like a B, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
That was probably why she was attracted to me. Did you say attraction? Oh, excuse me? Intellectually attracted, Lana was the top of her class in school. Oh, damn it. Fuck, shit. No wonder I didn't have a chance with Maya. I'm a fucking idiot. I was the best there was. Oh, I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, that's kind of fucked, right? Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say that there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana, why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. You know, I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how could you just say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you. Look at her face. She's like, oh, Mr. Wright. I gotta face the mic away. Hold on. Yes. Can you still hear me if I talk like this? Can you guys even hear me? Does this sound weird? I'm gonna talk like behind the mic. I believe our discussion has ended. The rest I leave to you. Do you mean you're requesting my services as your defense? I didn't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right. Can you maybe face me and talk to me while I get to the bottom of this? Just... Nice hair, by the way. Some luscious hair, girl. Lana has confessed to the crimes, yes, but something doesn't fit. That look in Emma's eyes. Innocence. The innocence of a child. There's something else going on here. I'm gonna find out what's going on. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? It's my sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her, even me. I see. Well, I'm having a bit of trouble imagining that. So what did happen to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. So, sounds like there's something that defines a simple scientific explanation. Hey, let's go check out the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Yeah, she's a spicy dude. She's a spicy mooncake. You like Mia, though? She'll never come back, Kevin. Never! She's dead! She was gonna stay dead. Oh, damn. Melon bread challenge? I got you. So, this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey, everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Well, they're gonna be my co-worker 3 years from now on. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know that attorneys aren't supposed to be here at the crime scene, right? Sheesh, look, I'm trying not to stand out too much, alright? Look, listen, alright? Hey there. You're suspecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Oh, it's the cowboy. Partner? Alright, I need to bring out my McCree. The McCree in me. Well, what do we have here? Looks like a Bambino's got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks out of here gotta learn how to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall. Ooh, Marshall. Looks more like a sheriff to me. Hey, looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel. I think Danny did a really good voice for him. But this is my gang's gold strike, you see. A strike? This is our clan. Our territory with the mother load of evidence. If you're fixing up to mess with ours, you'll be regretting it, partner. You know what dreams of cacti out in the desert dreams you don't want to? Wait, what is this? What is this guy talking about? Whoa, he's drinking whiskey on the job. It's crazy. You head along home now. Happy trail, Bambina. His music is so fucking... was that, hombre a friend of yours? Kinda, sorta? Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Alright, there's a wallet on the floor. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer? Wait. What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is the real basics. Anything at the crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. Wait, how's that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age, here, I'll teach you a trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes sparkle, I tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. Okay, we already know how to do this, everyone. This is when they introduced this. This is when they brought the newer stuff into this case. I'll have to be sure to examine evidence carefully from all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. What do you mean a clue? It's not a clue. You just pop it open. All right, look at this man. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, 584-2189. ID number. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I mean, I guess. I don't really think it's scientific has anything to do with it, though. Goodman ID card out of the record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I gotta be on my toes from now on. All right, let's double check this. Does it have blood on it, possibly? No. Ooh. Oh, I have to... let's see. Name ID. Sergeant, what are these ID numbers for? What else would it be used for? Letters, silly. They're a reason why we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Y-A-B-A-Y dad yabba dab. Yabba dab. That's literally what it says. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabba dab. Well, it certainly does have a ring to it. Exactly my point. Tee-hee! It doesn't take much to amuse her, huh? Sounds like another partner I knew 2 months ago. All right. Ba-bum. All right. I gotta examine every fucking nook and cranny. So check the door. Look, a door. That must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. It's a mysterious lock. I fail to see what's so mysterious about it, Emma. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Oh, God, I love her so much. She's just like a investigating Maya. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't just touch stuff we don't need to be touching. Look, I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to barometric pressure. What is she talking about? Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's not broken. I got some oil barrels. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested, Emma. Look, in fact, you may not even hide and you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. Wait, what? I'm not suspicious. Yeah, you are. This wall's in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Slide to the right. Whoa! Guess whose car this is, Diggy?
Goodman's.
No. That's Edgeworth's car.
Oh!
It's his car. He drives a sports car. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. He's got a lot of stubble, I gotta say. Sheriff, like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be mosing along unless you be fixing to bite the bullet. Oh, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a little good nose on her. You want to know who rides the red Mustang with the body in her saddle? Please.
It's got a good nose on her. It's covered in tape, caution tape with the fucking body print. Covered in blood at a crime scene.
No problem, partner. How about a time for vessels anyway? Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find what your crevice you like. Oh, I can eat chips and salsa. Just totally forgot about that. Prosecutor's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? That's fucking crazy. This guy's cool. I like him. He's cool. Note to self. Look up Vissel Saloon in Crevisa. Maybe we should just check out the room on the 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from that car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our clam. Yeah, right, great. Bambina. Great, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Oh, it's her. It's the lunch lady. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Why, hello. Half and half, was it? Thanks? Look, she got a little rice ball in her hat. And you, good sir? Yes?
Who has rice balls in his shirt?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you? Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. I mean, she's got the whole... She's got the octopus necklace, the rice ball hat, the cleavage. I mean, she's got the, nothing suspicious about that. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially pass-buyers. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance as well. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. What? Cough-up? I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. Oh, I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my retinas, you say. Oh, yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Oh, dear me. You're a slow one, aren't you? Whoosh, he's a little hair whip. Whoosh. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of the detective.
That's your death eye.
What? Nani? Nandato? Nani are? Yes, we heard it, Lana. We know the past. This was like 2 seconds ago. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up queen. Please! Cough up queen, please! Tell us what happened. The name's Angel Star. Don't you be forgetting it. Oh, and before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heel. Yes, ma'am. Oh, she really means it. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Salmon? Yesterday? Wait, what? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know. You should know that the foul misdeeds of the evil one is haunting this den of inequality in something. Evil one? Prosecutors, they have no qualms about them blackening the names of the innocent. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of them all. They gave an award for king of prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying that there was some sort of prosecutor convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunch with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence in this? Evil. Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. Yeah, it's not a really name you want on a lunch lady. The most heinous of them all, the evil one, was the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Oh, is it really completed? Oh, fuck. Alright. Well, I guess I gotta be getting some melon bread. For those who, on the VOD, who don't see, I have a little community challenge.
Yeah!
For melon bread and skewers. So, probably we'll do that on Wednesday, or, well, we'll find out when we'll cook for sure. I'll get all the ingredients and then we'll set a day. Anyways, back to the story. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all men. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing is clear, that this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they would say when they talk about a woman's wrath. You see, Lana Sai wielded that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings into my ear. The rhythmic beat of Lana Sykes' knife. Wait a second, you Lana Sky? Of course. It's quite a feat becoming a chief prosecutor. Here, take some lunch. How many lunchboxes of sin does she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the finest and the best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. So why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. Hiya, ooh, that's a fish. On the kind that you can only tell someone who's tried General So's Trilobite lunch set. General So. Isn't that an actual brand? Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of Trilobite's flavor. I don't think Trilobite would taste good. I'm not gonna lie. That's a crustacean on the bottom.
What about it wouldn't taste good?
I don't know how.
Its many various legs, or the fact that it scrapes his belly on the ocean floor.
That's true. It's Trilobite. It sounds gross. I don't think it would taste like a lobster.
It's also known as the sea roach.
Yeah. Anyways, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works here in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyways, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyways, I guess selling lunch is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Do you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some, hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are alike. They're bigger, and the bigger they are, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clam in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. Look, it'll be sure to cause a food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now that you're talking, cough up, Queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Alright, well anyways, gotta head to the High Prosecutor's office. Oh, I wonder whose room this is, Diggy.
Is that the Steel Samurai?
I told you he was a fan of the Steel Samurai. And in the anime, too, Phoenix, Larry, and Edgeworth all have the Steel Samurai. They have like a Steel Samurai Power Ranger head, and Edgeworth has the red one, Phoenix has the blue one, and Larry has a yellow one. They all have matching ones.
That's cute.
Yeah. This kind of room just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Yeah. Thanks. Looky, there's a trophy. It's just something here. A trophy? What? Wait, is that a shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix, right? You never tired of praying into other people's business, do you? That voice. It's Hottie Hot Edgeworth. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, it's just Mr. Wright here, Hey, don't blame this on me. We were just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? Your car? I'll just say one thing. She certainly can scream. Okay, so fun fact. So this chesting, right? He plays chess with Gumshoe a lot. He likes tea. He's a big fan of the Steel Samurai. And this is the first coat he wore when he became a prosecutor at the age of 18. And you actually see him wear this coat in a later game.
What about the third paper on his desk? The bottom of the stack?
It's probably a love letter. I don't know. Yeah. I love this game.
What do you think those
Hey,
books
a
are?
chessboard. I'm not too up to chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights sure have surrounded the blue pawns. Those horses are mounted knights. They're sort of really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head's kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth seems to be an avid chess player. Well, what's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Nah. God, I'm just noticed. I'm really hungry. Like, I'm really, really hungry. Do we have anything to eat? I'm gonna take like, hold on. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna edit this off the VOD, and I'll be right back.
That bread really did it for you, huh?
Yep, it's painful. All right, we're back. All right, let's continue on. Sorry about that. Pause, guys.
Imagine being that unaware of that, so that someone's that obsessed with you that they would have a spiky-haired pawn that looks like you.
Yeah, he's obsessed, dude. Right. He was just screaming.
And Binks is like, that's normal. I have spiky hair too. That's completely normal. Common.
So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to keep me, to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Oh, wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, I remember now. You've really grown. I admit it. It was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at tomorrow's trial. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Oh man. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've only heard rumors about me, haven't you? Mao Edgeworth. Oh, look at my finger, it looks like a sausage. It's hard to remember the time where there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. And then he kills someone? Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there's still some who still says I'm responsible for the current incident. Wait, what? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuses to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But, some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes. We've worked together in a few cases 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt like she's out looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in my trunk? In the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What?
And with my hands. In fact, she didn't even need to be there. Why would she do that to me?
Give me a second.
Oh. Oh my god.
Can you hear all that? Sorry.
Yes. What are you doing?
I'm just... Nothing. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? Oh, look at that handle. It looks just like your coat. To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth, no. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Alright, let's check out this fancy knife, Diggy. Oh, look at my badge. Oh, look, I have a number in my badge. I don't remember this. 26318. This is the back of the badge. I always thought it was a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Nice cover story. Here it is. Oh, right. Ooh, look at this fancy knife. Ooh, what a knifey knife. Oh, look, just blow. It's ketchup on the knife, dude. He was cutting tomatoes. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. Got him. What's Edward doing with a knife like this anyways? Hey, maybe he spends his weekend roughing it up in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? Pfft. I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always picture him as an outdoors man. Now that's a scary thought. Him in the woods getting freaky, on a deer, cutting its fucking...
Getting all, like, sweaty and manly and...
Yeah, he's like buff underneath. I assume he's
Shirt
kind of
off.
flabby. I'm assuming he's not buff.
I think he's buff. Look at him. He has such a superiority complex. He's got the biggest chip on his shoulder. He needs to be buff.
He probably like flexes wieners too constantly. All right, what's about the statue? What the heck is this? It has a big K on it, like Kmart. Prosecutor. Huh? Wait, what was that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send a shield to the best prosecutor each year.
Shut up.
What? So that's like the K. The K stands for king. The K stands for king. Yeah. You got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of prosecutors, more like employee of the month. Only better. I was fucking called King of Prosecutors, a fucking nerd. He's got to go to inflate your ego. Oh, you're gonna inflate your ego, Mr. Edgeworth, ego inflating hoe. All right, let's see. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow. So one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Oh yeah, that's probably it. Well, whatever he's from, he must be an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Von Karma someday. When she says his name, it does kind of have a ring to it. Oh, that's funny. That's so fucking funny. Look, it's a giant fist, too. Oh, Falcon Punch!
For justice.
Fist of Justice. Wow, look at this jacket's even lacier than his usual one. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky trial jacket? Right, I've never even seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in this frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a few photos. She's getting way too excited about this. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's even a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard this name before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? I don't think so. Wendy old bag diggy.
Yeah.
Okay. So fucking funny. Look, it's the bellboy set. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I got more of an instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. That's such a thing as far as taking a hobby too far. Bit of a hobby,
Do you think opposites attract? Because I was thinking, what would him and Edgeworth have to talk about?
Sex, how big their wiener is, court cases,
You're right.
murder, their favorite color, what kind of hair gel they use.
Have they both been incriminated multiple times?
Oh, that's
You're
true.
Right, you're right.
Yeah. In the first case of the second game, Phoenix is incriminated, I think. Was it? No, I don't remember, actually. I think one of them's Phoenix incriminated. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use, easy on the eyes. Oh, Edgeworth eyes. I mean, it's polished so well, I can even see my own reflection. Oh, thought of Gumshoe. Strange. Why just think of a picture of Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Whoa, these are all the case files. They're stacked up against the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't really good with heights. He must have someone to get them for him. Strange. I wanted to think of a picture of Detective Gumshoe again. He must be studying these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't really say that about him if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. It's like shitting himself and shit. Oh, look at this couch. It's even the same shade. Even the curtains are the same shade. Mr. Edwards sure has a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. But he pours over his case while he files. He pours over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. And he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeve, and goes to sleep using his arm as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and a little crease in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? She's a fangirl. She's so cute. I fucking love Emma, dude. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield. Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be fucking King of Prosecutors. Fucking idiot. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying it. Still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken? Anyways, window. Whoa, what a view. Must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time of impact of the ground would be... Got it, approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Alright, let me just present this. Ora Sanjo. Ora Sanjo. Welcome, Z-Mobi. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year. You can take that foolish grin somewhere else, right? I lost a day of work to receive that Trinversy. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right down to the police station. The police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah, I've been there. I was wondering about something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his reward for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? It's busy because fucking there's a murder happening. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. The ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and award for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here around 15:12. That's very precise. I'm not gonna play an ad Z. Apparently it doesn't even work. I should probably remove it. I'm gonna remove that from the queue. Play an ad and ruins everyone's day. Where is it? Bum 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 bum.
Be sure to refund him.
Yep. People like myself and Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place very little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Ah, the parking stub. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15, so the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare somewhere else. Oh, this is Mr. Meeksies. Excuse me? Oh, I'll give him the Mickey Mouse voice. Oh boy, excuse me, is this Mr. Edgeworth? Anywhere on the premise? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir, no, sir, no name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I've made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement. Give me your name. Yes, sir. It's Mr. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. That's kind of mean. Right? Yes, sir. Oh, he caught me off guard. Oh, he's gonna kiss me. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's just do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask for more there. Thanks. Well, he seems to have finally calmed down at least. All right, let's go to the police department.
How was that really hot?
But the way he
yelled at the poor man.
All right, police department. All right. Oh, I remember this fucking shit, dude. Ooh, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far from the prosecutor's office? I don't know, beats me. It took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and the traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? Only been to the criminals affair next door. Huh? Hold on, what's that? It's the Blue Badger, Diggy. Dun 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 dun.
He's been through it.
Yeah. Disturbing. Why does it look elongated like that? Oh, wait, I know. It's the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. It's fucking Sonic, dude. Just kidding. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, though, he does seem somehow familiar. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger? Oh, he's noticed me. Oh, he sure is running here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, what's up, dude? Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be too busy. This is our chance to get some information. Hey, you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Hey, it's Dick. What up, Dick? Yeah, I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Wait, why? Huh? Well, your Justice said the chief prosecutor has confessed the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's definitely evidence against her. But what if the evidence is faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? What? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just, please, investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sure. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? Fake. It's a sensitivity issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, me? Well, nothing really. They just kicked me out of the criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do? What'd you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We never had the chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranking people are left into criminal affair now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. There aren't letting any of us ranks and file detectives in at all. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't this a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd just spend the day getting the Badger dance down, Pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief prosecutor himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? I didn't think about it. Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. That's unheard of, pal. Oh yeah, he's a patrolman. It's actually really important. Like, there's a lot of shit in this case. It's crazy. I think you literally get 4 pages worth of evidence. It's so much. It's a ridiculous amount. God damn it, I literally pressed the thing 4 times in a row. Hey, this is it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony too, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering why the award shield, why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what's it about later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was so proud of Mr. Edwards for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edwards' car, stabbed with Mr. Edwards' knife, huh? What could drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I'm sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized for a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more what's going on with Edgeworth. I was wondering about that. Oh, what? The Blue Badger bands? Yeah, it's my masterpiece. Dun 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 dun. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, the chief threw together some designs and I did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances and dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Kind of like that one movie. What was that movie? I Put a Spell on You. And then, like, remember all the parents, Hocus Pocus, all the parents were dancing in the club, and then they
dance until they die.
Yeah. And now you're mine. I put a spell on you. The detective in there sure looks pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Look at the patrolman and saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. Yeah, and then I said, hey, you do that? Your soup is gonna get cold, buddy. Oh, that's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was just wiping the tears from his eyes. And they make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think it's because they're designed after a panda. A panda. Not that I have a scientific proof, it's just a theory. A game theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was just when I was at school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We just had been to the zoo, see? Oh, what about zebras? Do they not have those at your zoo? Wait, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh, let's present this. Detective Gumshoe, what can you... That would be interesting. I wonder why they are black and white. Detective Gumshoe, can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective ID card. You can't just have that, you have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that gets me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must have dropped his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. He doesn't even know who the victim is. Wow. Listen to this man. But didn't you... Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman, he's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? There you go. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself, Detective Bruce Goodman. Do you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Yeah, it's very far away. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Edgeworth mentioned that too, but Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that the chief prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot, and Lana confessed as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Ah, sploosh! Oh, my pancakes! My pancreas! Well, it all started with that murder case of the French attorney, Hamad. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Yeah, listen here, pal. There's always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses, loud banging in his closet, screaming Phoenix, a lot of strange rumors. Nothing outright, but there are always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispered, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edward has always seen had unusually strong ties to the departments higher up. It's only natural that people would get suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyways, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say that the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for a chief prosecutor position himself. Wait, what? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Edward's just biting the bullet for this one. He's doing this all for us. And that's all I know about it, pal. He's not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We just met the guy, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot? Ah, that would be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah, no. Jake Marshall, he's just a regular officer. From West LA. Wait, for a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, just try to make things a little easier for you. Here, show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Hey, be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Drink my water. Just act like you're surprised to be there. Nobody will look twice at you, pal. Oh, right, back to investigating the fucking crime scene. Looks like the investigation's still going on. I have to get back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight, baby. Oh, still here? That's right. See you in heaven, Angel. Ooh. Oh, still here. Oh, hello. Why a surprised look? Nah, didn't I mention it? I've got a boyfriend in criminals affair too. Wait, what happened to the security guard? Oh, she two-timing hoe. Hey, well that's wrong, Bambina. You're looking like a doggy that's lost his herd. Good. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Yo, bitch, guess what I got? Bam! Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I'll warn you. Fan letter is gonna go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it says letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves to be from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. I guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me, hey, wait a second. Is the crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher up? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to the Gold Strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for the lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a look. Let's have a hoot nanny. He's cool, but I hate the way he talks. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumple up and discarded. Right in the trash can. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little bit more, specific? Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. Wait a minute, didn't she say stabbed in the stomach? This here is the autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention it, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on the case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't particularly a gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. 12 o'clock, high noon. I don't really mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? You're not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you in Texas for that. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Oh, now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how could you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out on the meantime. Imagine being a cop and you can dress like that, like officially. How fucking cool would that be?
That'd be pretty cool.
That's odd, though.
I'm a cop right now.
Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do with... nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sour old cow dog that can't find his tail. That's kind of fucked. They're bashing on fucking Gumshoe. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, you know? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. He just doesn't realize it yet. Wait, Detective Gumshoe's kicked out of the investigation? Alright, cell phone. It's like an old cell phone. Scientifically analyzing would be suggest that belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it belongs to. What's so scientifically about that? We should check it out. Right, let's check it out. What am I doing? It's automatic, what the heck?
Checking it out.
Click! This phone still has a redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button and display the last number you called. Convenient, is it not? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's just check out this fucking phone. Stupid fucking insulting stupid bitch. Beep. I see who the owner of this phone last called. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes buttons. Beep! Dun, 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 dun. It's just, yeah, it is. It's so samurai. Hey, I know that song. That song, I know it. Hey, what's going on there? Beep. Ah, sorry, I'm just... I see you, partner. You pressed that redial on the phone there, didn't you? Oh, well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Who is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? This is my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixated to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. So, who did she call? Oh, who did she call? No idea, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I had a phone ring just now. One of those new-fangled ringtones. Oh, that. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my phone. Wait, what? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. I'll shoot you for that in Texas. They shoot you in that for Texas, partner. He's from West LA. He's not even from Texas. I'm like the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman.
Interesting. Why?
There's no need to push the button again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Girl. No, they don't. Yes, they do. They do shoot you like that in Texas. What do you know, Kevin? You're not from Texas. Look at that body. It's just slumped over. This rope, isn't it? Yep. They laid it out in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You got to be the only person I know who would come up with that conclusion. This appears to be where the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock of the this guy, I forgot her voice. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, Prosecutor does get the big bucks after all. Wait, what's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 6-7-5? 6-7S12-2. But if you read it upside down, it's SL6 to 221. Oh, I remember what this is now. I remember what this piece of evidence is. There's a name printed on the paper above that Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deducting for reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. That prosecutor's tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall? Yeah, Bambina. How could you say that? You and my sister, you were fucking... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through a prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up here. Someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you mean? Yeah. He was unbeatable because of what he did. He did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are rumors, aren't they? There are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edwards to their source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sai. Wait, my sister? Edgeworth couldn't wrestle with all that cattle by himself. Some people loaded their guns with bullets. Some people loaded them with deals. So, what you're saying is Edgeworth was making deals to win trials. Whereas the gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere that everyone knows. This is why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was the closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We gotta get an autopsy report. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothers me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She said she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours.
Oh.
At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Ooh. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued! Wow, that was actually got a short.
Exactly where we stopped.
This is, no, we didn't stop here. We did a court case. We did one court case. Is this where we stopped? Yeah. Because I remember. Oh, really? Oh, damn. All right. With that, dudes, we're going to take a quick break. An actual break. I'll do a break, and then when I get back, I'll give it some time before I actually start so people know I'm back. So, in the meantime, break time. All right, check. All right, everything's check. All right, we are back. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's on to trial. It's already on to trial. It's crazy. So I guess we'll do a trial and investigation and trial for the day. End it there. So February 23, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. So, how did the investigation go, Mr. Wright? Shut up, Z. Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome is, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their clients. The defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. But, Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's just one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. Ooh, fucking got him. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Man, her thing got full cleavage. It was like full on cleavage, dude. Her outfit. Mia's outfit. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do this, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. You have the same voice as Maya.
Woo.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Oh, my lover. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial. Man, that's kind of a long time. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of this proceeding today, Mr. Wright. I would choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might think. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not in those of anyone else's. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's so much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There is a witness to her crime, a professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Do you remember why she's called the cough-up queen?
She once had like a really bad lunch.
No. Haven't I seen you somewhere? Oh, what is that? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really woofing it down. Are you allowed to eat in a trial? And for you, I have the Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's, too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So, this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. I've always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. Ew. Ew, that's really gross. The heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running lunchlands these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incidents to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up, then. Oh, delicious. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Well, what does exactly that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. She's an interrogator, Diggy. That's why she's called the cough-up queen.
Oh.
Yeah. This case is insane. It's fucking insane. It's so good because every single character in here, and you really don't know who did it until the very end. What? Miss Starr was a detective? I know who you are. You're Cough-up. Cough-up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well, you may continue with your description, Miss Starr. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A is for the prosecutor's office personal, and B is for visitors and clients. The chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up the prosecutor's space, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with the knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Witness. Did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Seems rather cut and dried, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on your principles, Your Honor. It seems that some poor loser are unwillingly to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give him your worst, Miss Starr.
Wait, are they talking about me? Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Ooh, that's a face of a murder, I gotta say. Through the wired fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garnish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, and she thrusted the pointy tip of the knife into the detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. Look, it's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Oh, right, this one's a toughie. I think we have to press on... here? By garnish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth, wasn't it?
Indeed, it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just see what we can do. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. We're dealing with Mr. Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that.
Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her?
Holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I say the blade was about 4 inches long. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It's your knife, after all.
Yes, it's about right.
Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then? I guess that was not the
I
thing.
don't want to stop you because you're on a roll, but
What's
you're
up?
muted on Discord.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Press.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. You did see her raise the knife as to strike, no? The defendant does have a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Well, scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool, alright? Press the witness a bit more, shall we? For some reason, I'm having her panic next to me is making me calmer.
Don't smile at me like that.
Now that I think about it, I don't think I checked all the evidence. I didn't even check the autopsy report.
Let's see. Time of death between 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Cause of death: loss of blood from a chest wound. The wound caused by a 4 to 5 inch knife. A single stab wound was found.
That was it.
How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic adherence of a crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to a tragedy.
The lunch lady's ununiformed opinion is duly noted.
Given that they're used to erasing inconvenient evidence on their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one of them.
Laid off? She was fired?
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, and as you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Mr. Starr. Miss Starr.
Let's see, it's probably not important. Let's see, this boyfriend is a detective. Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick to the lunches, thanks.
Ew, she was going for that judge, you saw? Note to self, the judge has been thinking. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Fucking got him. The security guard room is in the A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from up there. Oh, right there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, you did bring your lunchbox by car. Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. I'll apply. You sensed something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
A young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
Then I must be hard, yellow, and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with an odor of an old cheese to match.
Well, that was fucked, Emma.
In any case, there was a lot I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Oh wait, this is different. You are a biased witness!
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Can you cry plagiarism? I may be relecting to the lowly post of a lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
Whoa! A photograph. You took this.
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a photo. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I the only one seeing this photograph just now?
You think I show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of the criminals affair.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Uh-oh, that's unmistakably Lana Sky.
So, what was the defendant doing at this time?
I genuinely forgot this case. I don't remember. It's really hard. Okay, obviously I pressed through everything already. So look, so I was on my way to deliver. Okay, I was on my way to a new day like this. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. That's fine. She's a visitor, so she was on the B side. As soon as I happened to defend, I thought the boyfriend. So I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garnished car. I don't think I have anything wrong with that. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her hand.
You keep saying garnish. I was like, what was garnished about it?
Garish.
It's garish.
Garish. Oh, my bad.
Garish.
Oh, I know.
Garnish is like when you put like a little leaf on top of your food.
I know. That's why I was like, garnish. That's weird.
It's like
The
with
chief
the body?
prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. That's what it is. She snapped the photo, but she's not holding a knife.
There you go. Okay, that's right.
And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes, I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. That's a... Alright.
I'm sure that's a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph that you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet, it was still stronger than you ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. Smack paper very loud. I should do that. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Oh, objection. Oh, and how could you tell about that? Blood splatter. Huh? See that dark crimson stain on the chief prosecutor's coat? Has anyone ever heard of fucking colored photos? But it's a black and white photograph. Exactly. Ah, yes. It's hard to tell, but this could be blood. What do you think it is, ketchup? Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem except you? Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit there and take this kind of abuse? Ugh, you got a better idea? Objection! Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. I don't take that for... What? That's it? That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. And if you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure if I understood it, but good advice. Good advice. Yeah. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculated, like a robot. She killed without a remorse. It was like a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not have been wearing those gloves. Oh, what if she's like Michael Jackson? What if she's just like wearing gloves?
This is true.
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditative murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves is to prove it. Alright, so what if she was the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Maybe she's a drifter, dude. Maybe she's a Tokyo, Kentucky drifter. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. Oh, really? They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was premeditated crime. Oh, shit, dude. Impressive. I'm sorry I took you off the force. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Miss Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Alright. I feel like it's the ticket stub. Know that? But I'm not sure. The reason why I think it's the ticket stub isn't it because, like, the car came in at 5:12, but he died.
Yeah.
But he died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So for her to witness the murder and the autopsy, it doesn't make sense. Meaning it means he was already stabbed. I think
goes against it.
Yeah, it's not the ticket stub. I need to save. This is actually, I don't want to do a guide because I want to figure this out together with you. It's Edgeworth's knife. It's Edgeworth's knife. I remember now. You know why?
Why?
Because if it was planned, she should have brought her own weapon. Why did she need to use Edgeworth's knife?
Oh.
Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunch boxes for a living, you know. The fuck does that mean? That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. Everyone's just like, that's a knife. That's a knife. What's with this case? Or the case, the bloody murder weapon defender is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, our prosecutors bad people. Everyone shut the fuck up. The defense has a request. We asked the witness to provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. It seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate And the gloves do indicate planning. I don't know what happened. I had a stroke there for a second. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Ooh, my lunch. I love the script writing in this game. It's so clean. Do I smell burnt toast? Don't say that. I don't even have a toaster, Skeletor. Order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister is as good as free. Tis, Mr. Wright. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Wait, what? But I have pumpkin pie in the fridge. I hope you weren't deluding yourself to thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Blah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That's the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Oh yeah, he gets into a fight with her because, she doesn't like prosecutors. I don't have a toaster, it is a shame, Skeletor. But I feel like we should get one, but it's like, just get a $10 one. But we don't have room in the kitchen, that's the problem. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're very clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. And if it wasn't... Shut up. I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Really now. Really now. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. Oh, the eyes. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecution's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could have driven the human machine to plunge that knife in again and again. All right. You fucked up right there. The victim was summoned from the police department from the prosecution's office. It does sound a lot like premeditated, doesn't it? So if I order a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? Ooh, nice one, Emma. In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. All right. So there's two things. I had to double check. So she's saying that she saw him stab him over and over like a machine, but autopsy report only says she was stabbed once.
In the stomach.
See? Was plunged in the knife again. Excuse me. You said she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. You couldn't have not witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Mr. Star. You fucking got him, dude. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. The reason why this is also one of my favorite cases too is because Edgeworth isn't fighting you. You're both looking for the truth. Yeah, you're both trying to figure out the truth, which is it's so cool because he was a dick before.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about Edgeworth, that he just
yeah,
about the truth.
yeah. And if you guys don't know this, he was going to be. Fun fact: Edgeworth was supposed to be the prosecutor attorney in part 2, but when the game was 80% finished, the fans showed how much they loved Edgeworth and that the creator felt bad if Edgeworth kept losing case after case. So they took Edgeworth off, rewrote the entire script, and added a whole new character to replace Edgeworth. And then he got his own game. That's how much the people loved Edgeworth. Oh, what a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? Did no one ever notice that? Well, witness. Oh. You've got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize such a mistake are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at first on her breast, splattered blood from the victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw, what you thought that blood was. Testify. Great. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Red muffler? Oh, damn it, I just smudged my glasses. Worst thing about glasses. Especially when you have oily hands like mine. Okay, her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears ones around her neck. She can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. The red muffler. Miss Sky was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't that odd that you mistook that for blood splatter? Well, people often make mistake about my beard for a bib. What? How? How'd you mistake a bib? You must have a fucking silky ass fucking beard if that's the case. It doesn't look silky. It looks judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think so. There's some traces I saw of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Stars isn't entirely sure of her own... Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Star has turned out to be such a short-tempered as she looked when we first met her.
You muted yourself again. Okay.
No, I muted... Whoa, no, I muted on the actual stream. Fuck. Fuck. Oh man, I hope I didn't... fuck, whatever. Okay, mistakes were made. Miss Sky has turned out to be as short-tempered as he looks like when we met. Challenging her ability as a detective really set her off. I'm just gonna press the enter button because... Oh, my mouse has the mute button. The short wick burns as the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? You weren't muted for too long? Alright. I mean, I'll add more wax even if it's a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. It's intended to. That's why she called the victim over. I'm sure Pierre had a grudge against him. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how the whole ghastly the scene was. But what about... She doesn't have a red muffler on. What is she talking about? She's bitch crazy, dude. She literally not wearing a red muffler. What are you talking about? Hold on, Miss Star. I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Fucking Edgeworth, dude. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. Wait. Very well. Witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurate, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabbed the victim. The next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Yeah. It sounds weird. It sounds like she didn't really know what was going on, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
But was it really funny? If I remember correctly, it was in the intro. I think she witnessed a different murder because there was two murders. Like the intro showed
two
that
murders at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time in two different locations in the exact same way, supposedly, apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what she had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Stars, resistance is futile. Futile.
You're quite determined about the scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star.
That wasn't really a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
Yeah, no thanks. Sheesh.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum,
and an oil drum? That's kind of hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Oh, rawr.
fucking. God damn it. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you will.
I think this one has to do with the map, right?
Let's see.
After the murder, the suspect turned around behind the partition. I quickly caught her off guard, explained her rights and arrested her on the spot. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused. She apparently made escape, but not against. Okay, so I probably have to press her. Okay, let's get some more information. So, where this partition on the floor plan? I'm sure she meant the wall next to the car.
That's right, that's right.
Would you trust your car in that kind of parking garage? It's like those rotating ones.
Yeah, why not? Oh, no.
That's kind of weird. There's a wall that's about 6 feet high.
Two of them, and then I'd have to pay for like 3 car insurances.
Yeah. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing to do for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then?
I arrested her on the spot. Angel Star sounds like a porn star name. I'm sure we can find that. Easy, Kevin.
You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her for more details.
Yeah, press this hoe.
Like, I like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe.
The lunch lady's car was...
She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Star?
Yes, that's right.
But there's a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing! The cough-up queen lunch lady athlete indeed.
That would have taken her a little time to climb up the fence. Can you imagine if she's like...
Just climbing up the chain link fence.
Just climbing it up. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high. That's a fucking tall fence, I gotta say. If bitch was wearing heels, that's impressive. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Yeah, how did she not? Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. The muffler? She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyways, all I heard it was said was the word muffler.
Just that one word.
So, what did you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Chief prosecutor was talking on her phone?
Her phone? She can't mean... Ask a bit further. By phone, do you mean this cellular device? Discovered at the crime scene that seems to be sponsored by AT&T. AT&T, please sponsor me. Okay. Yes, ultimately. Ultimately, my memory is like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court does not see, Miss Sky.
Miss Star? The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order.
So she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happens to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The thing I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Oh wait, I should check the phone.
Oh wait, it says here, the word muffler was overheard during the call made to Emma. Okay. Bum. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Aha! I was gonna ask for the same thing.
I've only said this one time, so listen close, rookie. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall but was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. And then you boldly when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up on her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? Aha! Now I remember. You know what it is, right, Diggy? I saw it all. How she tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell phone. How did you see it all when there's a partition blocking? You fucking idiot. Miss Star, I conclude you're stupid. You have a personal grudge against Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you'd be my kind of knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago? Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Okay, alright, well, let's look at the floor plan, so shall we? You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't have possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency cell phone was on the backside of the partition. If indeed you were in Block B, you couldn't have seen it. Whoa! Whoa. Order. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Grr. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to be wrong. The witness lied about... What do you think, Diggy?
What she saw.
No, where she saw it. If she saw it on the phone, if she's not lying, then she's talking about where she saw it. She also kicked the oil drum, which is like, why would she kick the oil drum? I think she lied about where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. But says the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, it would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. Yes, grr, didn't she? Yeah, bitch, grr, dude. A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard of one. That's right. Before you even call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask the question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she witnessed the crime? All the testimonies we heard until this point in one direction. The place from which Miss Sky can witness the crime was here. The security room. That's the only way. Because if she was anywhere else, she would have had enough time to stop the crime. But if she was in the security room, she would have to run down the stairs and then stop her. Plus, she was with her boyfriend. Wait, yeah, this is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room where the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would be able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecution office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could see the crime would have been the back of the partition is here. Remembering your testimony, you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has gotten the better of Angel Star. But why would she lie about this? Order. Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? She's talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, does this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't really make sense. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells it all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Yeah, this... Where did she get the photograph from? If she witnessed... Oh my god, they're trying to blame her for something. The truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait, what? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk this without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason is, Mr. Wright. Is the photograph old? I think the photograph might have been taken at a different time, Skeletor. Because she's not wearing a muffler, she doesn't have the knife. You know? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright. Let's review what we know. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and she said she saw it from Block B. It must make a vital difference, but what would that change? The angle of view of the crime. That's the vital difference. Why would the angle at which she saw the crime occurred would change? The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor. And, she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime? Ah, this is important. Why? Oh, that was wrong. Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Wait. The distance of the crime. The distance of the crime. Yes, okay, that's the vital difference. It's the difference of the crime. Because one happened downstairs while one... It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. Objection! My condolence, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in the question here. What matters is the time it would take for her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Star, you witnessed the crime scene from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take for you to go down there? To the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky. Well, witness? You. Yes? Is that a rubber band? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches have just gone to low to inedible. Those rubber bands in a rice box. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry. I don't think that's how boysenberry is spelled, but boysenberry jam for my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime scene from the glass wall station. Yeah, see? And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. That's why I had to go through the visitor's parking lot in B. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. That's a long time running. 5 minutes? This changes things quite considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have the photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic sporks. You have a point there. And the sporks is a wonderful invention. You can eat soup and eat pasta and noodles all at once and scoop up rice.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Oh, absolutely. Oh.
Mr. Wright, we have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this? Raise an objection. 5 minutes between witnessing the murder and the arrest. Just think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente.
I've got a lunchbox that ties pasta into knots, rookie.
No. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I flee the scene. Hey, you don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instinct of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Mrs. Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would want to act this way. It's inconceivable. Oh, hey, Erish. Tell you something nice, Erish? I like your fashion statement. Got good shirts design. You got good shirt choices, my man. Well then, it seems we come to end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant, and the blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Wow, was that really the first case? Hold it. Oh, she's not finished yet. Oh god, more rubber bands. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? No problem, Harish. That's the one she tried to foist on me. I prefer not to take the defendant's team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Wait, what was that? Is this another one of those trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! The defenders of the witness determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What is she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? Ass? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene, and now... To the matter of the victim's shoe, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim, and the other blood matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? Wait, there was blood found on that shoe? She's like eating. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Objection! Witness, what is the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I cannot accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is legal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't you forget, I used to be a detective. And as I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution complains notwithstanding. It appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Well, I need to cross-examine this evidence first. Dude, is she wearing a bra underneath that? What's it with outfits that looks like women don't wear a bra? That shit, like, scares me. Like, girl, what if your, like, boob pops out? Is that okay?
You can, like...
Oh.
Oh. That looks like blood.
Yeah. This blood, it's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis.
Yeah, but there's a lot of blood underneath. That's trippy. Ah, there's so much blood here too, on the sole of the shoe. It's gotta be the victim's, right? He must have stepped in the puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Dun 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 dun. Alright, this should... Alright, let's press this hoe. Alright. So why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lots known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing the manipulated evidence. Hey, Meryl. When you fight monsters, you gotta use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it, right? But false testimonies is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Stars. Let's just get this over with. So, you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I've detained the chief prosecutor and noted to the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchbox, gentlemen. I'm happy for you in your lunchbox, really. Oh, in any case, you remove valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next. Alright. 2 types of blood were found in the victim's shoe. Alright. So you borrowed it from the forensic department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensic expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other type of blood that matched it was the defendant, Lana Sky. You can't say for sure that the blood belongs to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Well, speak up. Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, C, D, O, A, and B. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we could differentiate between millions of types of blood with all types of blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just to 1 person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little bit more time, I would have gotten the DNA test results, but they said there's very little doubt that it could be anyone but Miss Lana Sky. So the suspect blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. Alright, it's flawless. No, it's not. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Whoa, is that a bunch of sausage? Peppered fish guts? Ooh.
Ew.
Ooh. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, she's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you... Oh, shit. Thinking about soup. I forgot to buy oxtail. Fuck. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have any problem with the shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yes, there's a problem. If I'm not imagining things, I say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction, in fact. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'll give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is so contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence. I don't know about fish guts, Myro. I don't feel about fish guts, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't sit well with me. Plus, fish guts are very salty. My mom eats them.
Blech.
Yeah, right. I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, Ricky. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Did she just threaten me with the... Indeed, there would be quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? I actually forgot about this, Diggy. Was it here? It's here. I think it's the photo. I'm pretty sure it's the photo. Was it the photo or the shoe? What do you think, Diggy? Well, Mamoru's saying it's something weird with the shoe itself, but I actually forgot, surprisingly.
Oh, she's wearing black shoes.
But this is Goodman's shoe. This is Goodman's shoes. But there's no blood on the floor. So why would he step in blood, you know? I'm pretty sure there's no blood anywhere on the floor. So if she supposedly stabbed him here, there should have been blood on the floor and he would have stepped on it, but he didn't. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's this. I was right.
problem?
I was right. Okay. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint. Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Objection. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because when we checked the scene, we found nothing of the sort. That's right, we found nothing. Nothing. Order. Well, witness. Wait, what? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true that the lack of footprints is a contradiction, but then we have to ask, why weren't there any footprints? Oh, that's true. There has had to be a reason why there weren't any footprints. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why there were none there. I'm just as good at finding contradictions. Wait, what? Hold it. Oh, that was Edgeworth. Hold it. Tis. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. You were hoodwinked to the very end. We were hoodwinked to the very end, but she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, that one. A leopard woman, a rawr. Oh, she knocked over the oil drum. That washed away the... I thought it was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth, though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the prosecutor was brimming with water. Why would it be brimming with water? Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason why she knocked over it? The real reason? Oh, you don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Ugh. This ties up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe ties her quite nicely to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum and to erase the telltale. What? Is that really a word? Telltale? Telltale sign. It's not tall tale, it's telltale.
Oh.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There's no need for further debate. Your verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Hold it. Oh.
Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you just say I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, wish. I thought you've had your fill here, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness. Don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this.
Oh. All right.
A photograph. I've had just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr.
I
Wright,
do.
wait, look at this asphalt in this photograph. Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help you after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning, and it seems that this is what your sister wanted anyways.
No.
I'm sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not, right, right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. What? Get yourself up on the asphalt. Get yourself off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I like to declare a verdict for good.
Hold it. Mata!
Your Honor, wait. What's with you all you people? Can I hand out a verdict in peace anymore? Whatever. Can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Wright?
Are you saying that there's a problem with this last piece of evidence? Yeah, I do think so. Yeah, I'll think later. He's so good at this shit. Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I gotta go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Shows the court the problem with this photograph.
The muffler. I don't know.
The problem is this photograph is here.
What's this?
There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
But just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, you said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf in any kind of this photograph.
A muffler is also part of a car and a motorcycle. Your Honor, do you not drive a car? Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system. A pipe.
Oh, I see. And oh, I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. My boyfriend had things sticking out of his muffler all the time. Objection. Your boyfriend has nothing to do with this. And sorry, Miss Star, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much as your testimony. Wait, what?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say on his mind. Tell us, why do you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is so related to the case?
Bam! Got him, bitch! Miss Star, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's had me confused with my earlier testimony. Testimony. Muffler. Ugh. Yeah. She fucking grunted. What the fuck? Could it be that the muffler you heard mention was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. That's how we save this case.
Well, It seems we'll have to suspend the proceeding. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car or the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until we have seen all evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew, that was close. But at least we made it for now. The court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. Are you still hungry? I ate like 5 lunch boxes. It's crazy. To be continued. Holy shit. Oh, we did it, boys. Oh.
Good job.
That's it for today's session and recording. In the meantime, we'll kick this up at another day, and I'll catch you later. Bye.